ATRIUM is a housing and support program for women and men who ordinarily would be unlikely to be granted bail due to lack of suitable housing and access to alcohol and other drug services. ATRIUM provides participants with a holistic wraparound support, initially within supervised transitional housing. It does this through programs and service referrals that are delivered according to an individual's assessed needs, creating a supportive environment that's conducive to stabilisation and rehabilitation.
ATRIUM is structured into 3 phases. Phase 1 provides short-term residential accommodation with 24-hour, 7-day-a-week support from residential caseworkers, with alcohol and other drug and therapeutic treatment available on site through Carinish. The residential caseworker supports clients to attend their KISP, Centrelink, court and medical and other appointments. They also initiate referrals to housing and employment agencies. The residential houses for men and women are in different, undisclosed locations. In Phase 2, community caseworkers continue to support participants for 3 to 4 months, up to 8 hours per week. This initial engagement with participants is intensive, but it tapers off as participants show their capacity to attend appointments, engage with services and re-establish themselves in the community. In the 3rd phase, community caseworkers assist participants as they transition into long-term housing, and support can continue to be provided for up to 12 months.
For someone to be eligible for the program, they need to be an adult over the age of 18 at the time of the alleged offending that brought them before the court, unlikely to obtain bail due to lack of appropriate housing or substance abuse, willing to live in a house with other people on bail, willing to comply with the bail conditions while living in the house, willing to engage in alcohol and other drug counselling if needed, not have current charges or historical offences involving serious violence, trafficking or serious offending of a sexual nature, and not looking at bail conditions that are inconsistent with the ATRIUM program model, not experiencing any symptoms of psychosis that might make it unsafe to live in the house, willing to participate actively in the house, including adhering to the program's code of conduct and house guidelines. Through the court system, magistrates, lawyers, and the clients themselves are able to express their interest to be referred to for ATRIUM. So through the KISP program, the Court Integrated Service Program at the Melbourne Magistrates Court, we're able to assess clients in custody, and from that space, we're able to assess their eligibility for ATRIUM. And my job is there to assess them and to see whether they're suitable candidates to go through the ATRIUM program.
In terms of the referral process, that was really simple. It was more initially just a discussion with a KISP worker about what the program detailed, and then including on the referral form for KISP that my client would be seeking an assessment for ATRIUM also, and just confirming with the KISP office that assessment could and would take place. Once he was found suitable, then everything just clicked into place and it was really easy from then on.
ATRIUM works collaboratively with drug and alcohol, mental health, community support programs, and in that space we're able to work with them in the household to address their support needs. In saying so, it offers them a chance. It offers them a chance to have some stability and that support network around them.
It's a program that deals with the clients really holistically, and for those clients that perhaps have a high need level and need supports around housing as well as mental health, drug and alcohol dependency issues, it's a fantastic program, particularly as those supports come to the house where the person is actually living. And for a client who does have difficulties getting to appointments and maintaining those appointments, this has been a really key part of the program that's worked well. And that's certainly what my client has found as well. The intensive structure of having service providers come to him so that those services can be provided at the house has been fantastic and really beneficial. He's also created fantastic rapport with a lot of the workers at the house that come to him. Further from that, his main issue in the past through other programs had been the lack of stable housing. And for him, in the past, that was the key reason for why there had been breaches of previous programs. So to have a stable house to come home to that over time has turned from a house to a home, that's been a really integral part of his rehabilitation as well. I did have some initial concerns surrounding his ability to comply with perhaps the stricter curfews, the stricter conditions such as curfew. And there were definitely some teething problems, and there have been some issues with making sure that he is coming home at time, at the appropriate time of 10 p.m. But all in all, because the case management is so intensive and the clients are being dealt with in a really holistic way, I've found that this client is able to comply with the conditions of ATRIUM much better.
One of the experiences that I've had with working with participants is seeing the progress, from the hopelessness and being in remand, and then going through the ATRIUM program, embracing and being receptive of the treatment available to them. I've been able to nurture them through that program and those processes to help them address drug and alcohol and mental health issues, and of course homelessness. So to be able to be a part of that journey, it's quite exciting and it's quite rewarding.
We know that engagement with the ATRIUM Housing and Support Program benefits participants, both for their well-being and encouraging positive behaviour change. ATRIUM supports them to address antisocial behaviour that see them cycle in and out of the criminal justice system, and to assist them to successfully reintegrate back into the community.
I would definitely recommend it for other practitioners to look into and to refer their clients to, and if found suitable, I'm sure they'll also find the same positives that I did as well.